Have you ever been so tired that even explaining how tired that you really are feels exhausting? Not just physically tired, but emotionally worn down, spiritually drained, just mentally done. You're still showing up, you're still smiling, you're still being strong for everyone else, but inside you're thinking, I don't know how much more I've got. If that's you today, hear this loud and clear. You don't have to be strong today. God already is. Have you ever realized that being the strong one is what's wearing you out? Everyone leans on you sometimes. Everyone expects you to hold it all together. And you've really gotten good at hiding how tired you actually are. But here's the truth you need today. God never asked you to carry this alone. You don't have to be strong because He already is. Before we jump in today, we'd love for you to be a part of our growing community. If you find this message is uplifting, please subscribe, like, and comment, and share. First, let's look at this. God meets us at the end of ourselves. You know, there comes a moment in life when you realize, I can't do this on my own anymore. And here's the good news. That moment doesn't scare God. That moment invites Him in. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says this, My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Notice what God doesn't say. He doesn't say, try harder. He doesn't say, get it all together. He says, my grace is enough. Think about a phone that's been running all day. Apps are open, notifications are nonstop, batteries draining fast. Eventually it hits 1%. And that's not failure, that's reality. And the phone doesn't get stronger by pretending it's fine. It gets stronger by being plugged in. Some of us are running on 1%. But when we refuse to plug in, God meets us right there, not at full strength, but at empty. I want you to remember that. The second thing I want to get to is you don't have to carry everything alone. One of the biggest lies exhausted believers believe is this. If I stop being strong, everything will fall apart. Jesus speaks directly to that. Matthew 11:28 says this, Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Jesus doesn't say there, figure it out. He says, come. Have you ever watched someone struggle with way too many grocery bags? They're dropping things, their arms are shaking, and they refuse help because they don't want to bother anyone. And all the while, someone's standing there saying, let me help you. You see, that's many of us with our burdens. God isn't asking you to carry it all. He's asking you to hand it over to Him. Prayer is the last resort. It's a transfer of weight. Maybe I'm the only one that deals with this, but sometimes I don't need new answers. I just need rest. And next, weakness is not failure. It's an invitation. We live in a culture that celebrates hustle and hides exhaustion. But the Bible flips that upside down in Isaiah 40:29 when it says this, He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. God doesn't shame weakness. He supplies strength in our weakness. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall constantly, but no parent looks at that child and says, oh, you failed. No, falling is part of the learning. The fall doesn't disqualify them. It proves that they're trying. Your weakness doesn't disqualify you from God's help. It qualifies you. When you say, God, I can't, He says, good, now let me. Don't let God be your relief pitcher. And I've said that before in other devotionals. Let Him be your starter. I want to recap this with you. Remember, God meets you at the end of yourself. You don't have to carry everything alone. And weakness is not failure. It's an invitation. If you're tired of being strong, you're not broken. You're human. My challenge for you this week is stop pretending you're okay when you're not. Each morning, pray one simple prayer. God, I don't have the strength for today, so I'm trusting yours. That's not giving up. That's faith. If this message spoke to you, let me know in the comments by typing, I'm trusting God's strength. Your words might encourage someone else who's barely holding on. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs that reminder today. Remember, you don't have to be strong today. God already is. Saddle up. It's time to get in the game. I'll see you back next Monday morning on Monday Mornings with Michael.